Do you know how many people have seizures in the world? Well, there's 3.4 million people that have seizures and epilepsy nationwide. Some people don't realize that they have seizures. This makes it important to know the signs and symptoms. That can sometimes be difficult, and today I will be speaking with some of the signs and symptoms of a seizure and what you can do depending on what type of it is. A seizure is a sudden, uncontrolled electrical disturbance of the brain, and it can cause changes in your behavior, movements, or feelings. There's two main types: generalized and focal. Generalized includes absent seizures and tonic-clonic seizures. Generalized seizures affect both sides of the brain, and focal only affects one part of the brain. Generalized can be absent seizures where you blink very rapidly for a couple of seconds or find yourself staring off into space. The other type is generalized seizures is tonic-clonic seizures, which can make a person cry out loud, lose consciousness, fall to the ground, or have muscle jerk. This is the type of seizures that most people think of when someone says, I had a seizure. Focal seizures include simple focal seizures, complex focal seizures, and secondary generalized seizures. Simple focal seizures cause twitching or a change in taste or smell. Complex focal seizures can sometimes make a person confused or dazed. That person won't be able to answer questions during their seizure. The last focal seizure is secondary generalized seizures, and they begin in one part of the brain and spread to the other side. There are many different forms of treatment for seizures, but most of them have to deal with some form of medicine, and the other types of treatment would be staying away from your triggers. And your triggers can be missing medication, lack of sleep, stress, alcohol, and there's also many more. But everyone has a different triggers. Another form of a trigger would be some people are put on diets, or even a small portion of the brain is cut out. If you see someone having a seizure, the first thing you want to do is just go over there to them and be quiet, and make sure you stay with them until they're out of their seizure. The second thing is, if they're in danger, you should move them, but only if they're in danger. Don't move them if they're in a safe spot. The third step is to cushion their head, because whenever you have a seizure, you're obviously moving around, and you can hurt yourself. Also, you want to turn them on their side, because most people vomit when they have seizures, and you don't want them to regurgitate. Uh, in conclusion, seizures are very serious, and there is so much that can affect a seizure, so you need to know what to do in the signs of a seizure that is about to occur. If you have seizures, you need to know what kind, and your friends or family need to know what to do if you have one, and what is normal for you during one. Because if they don't, then they won't know if they need to call 911, which if you don't, you should always call 911.